So I'm trying something a little different here. I have a joint movie review, one part Aladdin, one part Booksmart, and a dash of love. So if you came for Aladdin, stay right where you are, and if you came for Booksmart, you can go to this part right here. And if you came for both, bless your sweet little heart. But before we get started, thank you for watching. Have you seen either movie? Comment below with your thoughts, and if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe to see more videos by me. So Aladdin may have not left me speechless, but it was definitely a whole new world in those Arabian Nights if you take it from a friend like me. I couldn't work in Prince Ali.
Watch out! You done wound me up. You ain't never had a friend like me.
So Aladdin is about, alright, whatever. You know what Aladdin is about. This is a 2019 live-action remake of the 1992 Disney Aladdin movie. So Aladdin stars Will Smith, Naomi Scott, Mena Massoud, and Marwan Kenzari. Because this movie is a remake, I'm just gonna touch some main points. If you want a more detailed review, I was on a Watch and Talk podcast, there. Link will be in the description below. Moving right along, let's start with some highlights. The cityscape, the set design, the costume design. Hands down, one of the best I've seen in 2019 so far. Now on to the cast. I do love me a diverse cast, and they definitely deliver here. I definitely wasn't sold with Mena Massoud as Aladdin, and it had to grow on me. His acting did progressively get better throughout the film though. And he did a great job holding his own with veterans like Will Smith and Naomi Scott. I think Marwan Kenzari could have been a great Jafar, but as I said in my trailer review, I just don't think this Jafar was as scary or menacing as the original. In fact, throughout the movie, it never really seemed like he was an actual threat. He was just kind of there, so he felt a little underutilized. Now, Will Smith as the genie. He gets his own section. Definitely not as terrible as everyone thought it was going to be. Is the blue genie thing still weird? Yeah, but you get past it. Will Smith puts a nice different spin on the character, and some of the stuff that the genie did in an animated movie just really wouldn't translate well to a live action film. Now, some of the genie jokes missed, and some of them are actually really funny. It really worked best when he let Will Smith be himself and play with those awkward moments, and I wish they did a little bit more of that. But as it stands, Nasim Pedrad, who plays Jasmine's handmaid Dahlia, stole the show when it came to comedy. Anytime she was on screen, I was dying, and I really wish they had done more of that type of comedy. Next, I want to lump the updated changes with Aladdin with Naomi Scott because most of the changes involve Jasmine. I think Naomi Scott soared in this movie. They really gave Jasmine more of an actual arc, and yes, she does have a new original song. And I had no idea Naomi Scott could sing like that. She has a beautiful voice, like chill inducing. Now her original song though, for me, just felt a little out of place. And don't get me wrong, I love the song, but it just didn't seem to weave into the story as seamlessly as I would have liked it to. Anyway, there are many other changes, and in my opinion, each of them works just fine. They further enhance the story, and that's all I really say without giving away too much. But as I mentioned before, why didn't Aladdin leave me speechless? Honestly, it's because the movie felt a little underwhelming. It was an exciting adventure, but I'm just not really sold on Guy Ritchie being the best choice to direct this movie. Some of the direction just felt a little off, and I feel like someone could have done it a little better. Like, there are these moments when the action on screen is like sped up or slowed down, and it was just really jarring. In the original Aladdin, the musical numbers just felt big and exciting, and here they just didn't feel as magical. Especially Friend Like Me, you could have so much fun with that song, but in this version it just felt meh. Prince Ali and A Whole New World were probably the best musical numbers, and even then they didn't really blow me away. Guys, in the end, Aladdin is a fun movie. I think kids are going to love it, and parents will find enjoyment out of it too. Most of the acting is strong, but I just feel like the movie wasn't as magical as it could have been if it was directed by someone else. And for that reason, I'd give Aladdin 7 Cobra staffs out of 10. Oh, hello! Where do you skip here? Made it here naturally? Naturally? Anyway, let's get into this beautiful coming-of-age story of 2 girls who just want to party.
Hold the phone! Are we gonna go to school or?
What's 2 plus 2?
So Booksmart is about Molly and Amy, 2 girls who have spent their entire high school careers focused solely on academics. After they discover their classmates who spent high school partying and living life got into the same prestigious schools that they worked their butts to get off into, they spend their last night before graduation trying to get into their first and last high school party. Booksmart stars Kaitlyn, Beanie, Feldstein, and is also directed by Olivia Wilde, which is awesome. Can I first start off by saying this movie is not getting the attention it deserves? And in my opinion, it's probably one of the better movies of 2019. It's hilarious, the two leads have some of the best chemistry I've seen, and it's wonderfully written. Booksmart has something for everyone, old, young, gay, straight, male, female. You'll be able to connect somehow, and that's what I really love about it. Like I said, the leads have really strong chemistry, and everyone has a friendship like that. You know, like a type A, type B, and you guys just both meshed well together somehow. Kaitlyn Dever and Beanie Feldstein really shined in this role, and I believe this is really going to propel their career going forward. I also like how the story is really self-contained. It really takes place over a 24-hour period, but you still see a strong arc for both characters as they're trying to get to this high school party. It's a very cathartic experience. I graduated high school sometime around 350 BC, but I was able to still tap into those memories. And you know what? I probably almost cried about 3 times while watching this movie, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Now, the movie isn't perfect by any means. I counted about 3 or 4 scenes or plot points that could have been removed completely from the movie and it wouldn't have affected it in any way. Running about an hour and 45 minutes, this movie could have shaved off about 15 minutes and probably would have been stronger in my opinion. And I'm sorry, there was also a little bit too many pop songs for my liking. I would have just preferred fewer songs and maybe an actual score to supplement the scenes. The songs were a little distracting, and it's also going to age the movie for watchability in the future. And then there were certain things that occurred that made me question logic a little bit. Plus, we're introduced to Amy's parents, but Molly's parents are non-existent throughout the entire movie. And I just think that was a missed opportunity. But the movie was definitely a great time, and I haven't laughed that much in a long while. The comedy is quick-paced, fun, smart, and no, it's not an original story, but they put a nice spin on it that actually worked. It's just so refreshing to see a coming-of-age comedy about friendship and 2 strong, independent women. Directed by a woman. And written by women. Have I mentioned I'm a huge advocate for diversity in film? Yeah. But when it comes down to it, Booksmart is a gem. It's hilarious, has something for everyone, and nice change from the classic coming-to-age story. I honestly think you will not be disappointed, and shout out to Olivia Wilde for her directorial debut. You killed it, girl. If you're looking for a movie about a genuine friendship that will not end the way you expect it to, this movie's for you. And for that reason, I'd give Booksmart 8.5 high school graduation speeches out of 10. Alright, thank you so much for watching this double feature, especially if you made it to the end. I know it was a lot. If you can, let me know if you enjoyed this format or if you just prefer separate videos altogether. Anyway, have you seen Aladdin or Booksmart? Are you gonna? Comment below with your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. And if you like it even more, hit that little notification bell to be alerted anytime I upload any new videos. Next week, I'll be reviewing Godzilla King of Monsters and Ma. So until next time, shine on, you crazy diamond.